KCCI is proud to honor Iowans past and present who have served our country.
And we also want to honor the families who've made sacrifices along the way as their loved ones have served. KCCI's Ophelia Jacobson is live tonight from the Folded Flags art installation in West Des Moines this Veterans Day with one Iowa family's story. Ophelia.
Stacy and Ben, these 15 folded flags honor the veterans in our area, including members of the Fenema family. I spoke with Ron and Donna Fenema earlier today. They live in Ames. They say their family has a long history of service and dedication to our country. They understand the brotherhood that military members past and present have. And this year, that bond took on a new meaning.
This is a picture that my dad drew probably when he was around 85 years old.
On the walls of Ron and Donna Fenema's house,
It's an old
farmstead
out in South Dakota.
hang hand-drawn pictures worth 1,000 words. Masterpieces carefully created by Donna's dad, Sergeant Roland Meyer.
They're pretty incredible.
Roland served in the United States Air Force during the Korean War. He passed away in October.
This Veterans Day is even more meaningful to our family.
Roland was laid to rest with military honors in Sheraton. And it's this picture
That was really emotional.
that's left the Fenemas at a loss for words. Their son, Major Brian Fenema, giving respect to his grandfather, Roland, at his funeral.
Brian was saying goodbye to his grandfather.
They had a very special bond.
Brian served in the Army in Iraq. He's still in the reserves now. Ron and Donna say they're so proud of his service.
It gets pretty emotional sometimes, it really does, and he's, he's still serving.
The Fenemas say Brian was inspired by his grandfather's dedication to our country. That's one of the things that brought them close.
My dad was so proud to be able to say he was a veteran and that he supported this country. This is a letter that Brian wrote to his grandfather. He wrote his grandpa before he went to Iraq in case he didn't come back.
In the letter, Brian wrote about how proud he was of his grandfather's service. Roland kept that letter for 20 years.
He wanted my dad to know how much he meant to him as a grandpa.
Those words and this drawing.
He thought it would be appropriate to send him a picture of what maybe he would be living in when he was in college.
Show the type of bond the two had. A bond that paints a picture of service and dedication.
Why our family? I think that because they did believe in helping our country.
And the couple tells me they hope to have the same impact on their own grandkids. This is a photo of Brian, their son, and his son. They say they wouldn't be surprised if their own grandson decided to enlist in the Army one day. They are really hoping to pass down that spirit of service and sacrifice for many generations to come. Stacy and Ben.
A heck of a story to share on this Veterans Day. Ophelia, thank you.